Things coffee shops should do. Less seating.
Like overall seating?
Yeah.
No. Let me explain my coffee shop idea. It's a concept. If you steal this, just don't steal it within a 50-mile radius of where we are, but close enough that I can drive to it. Is a coffee shop lounge.
Ooh.
So you separate things, and this is just the idea. This might not work. Who knows? You could literally have a to-go window. Literally, you could walk up to it. I don't love the drive-through idea. Or a kiosk. It's like to-go kiosk. I don't know.
No, the Mad Cat downtown has a walk-up window.
Yeah,
like,
I do a walk-up window. Yeah. I feel like that's a little more classy than a drive-through.
Yeah, walk-up window.
Walk-up window, and you have the basic, like you're saying, macchiato, cortado, the classics, the original things. You have the core 4 or 5 syrups, and that's it. If you want more than that, some experimental drinks, you can come inside, and there is not a hard chair to be found.
Ooh,
well, maybe not total, but
I get what you're saying.
No. I this is another hot take. High tops are completely pointless to me.
Dude, they're the worst.
You know what I realized the other
Get rid
day?
of hot tops.
It's a table, just higher. It has no practical purpose. Like, what's the point of a high top? Like, especially at restaurants. I don't understand. If it's like at like a window bar, I can understand it a little bit more. But it's like at a restaurant, why are there high top tables? They serve no purpose. It's just a chair that's more awkward to get in and out of. I hate being, and it's like, I feel like it's the food trucks of restaurants where it's like, oh, they're trendy. Why are they trendy? It sucks.
That's like when someone was like, have you noticed that there's never a commercial for a microwave? And you're like,
wait,
I don't like how I feel.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't like it. I feel like you're getting into territory that I'm like, I don't think I'll look at the world the same, because my first argument, I was coming out of the dugout like, dude, they save space.
No, they don't.
Like, no,
they don't save space.
They don't.
It's just higher up.
It's just higher up. I don't get it. I hate them too. I hate them because like your legs just dangle.
Yes.
You like go like this, you go.
It's so awkward.
It's so awkward. It's so awkward.
I can a little bit understand, again, like you've got like a bar top at a window.
That's different.
It's a little different to me. But if it's like a normal seated table.
That's so true. I feel like a lot of coffee shops have high tops.
Yeah. Like, no, but anyways, I say that to say, like, coffee shops are table focused when, for the most part, you don't need a table.
Yeah.
Like, not to say you shouldn't have any tables at your coffee shop, but it's like, well, why do I need a table if I'm coming there to read or to talk and have a meeting with people or to talk with friends or whatever? Like, there should be way more, and I know it takes up more room, which is why you can cram a lot more tables and chairs together. But let's be honest, I hate coffee shops with tables jammed together. I want my own little cozy little nook. Mm-hmm. I want to be away from people. I don't want to sit right next to somebody, listen to their conversation. It's coffee shops, and I will die on this hill, I've said it before, they need more soft seating. So that would be my coffee shop, is if you come inside, you are automatically being served in glassware. I hate going into a coffee shop and they serve me in a paper cup or what's the point? I might as well just leave.
Yep.
So it's the assumption, if you're coming in here, you're getting it in glassware because, like we've always said, you can add garnishes, you can pay more attention to the glass things are served in, things like that. I would also, if you're inside, you don't order at a counter.
Ooh.
It's table side service.
Ooh.
If I'm sitting down in a coffee shop, my drink should be brought out to me.
I like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's extreme.
Get rid of your high top tables. Now, I think one of the things Oh, yeah, no. I was like, who's texting me?
Oh.
Okay, so soft seating. I think there'd be two advantages. I think you'd have, because one of the things I hear people say is, well, it's hard to work if you sit on a couch. And I go, exactly. Because the people that sit at high tops to work are there all day.
True.
Just sucking up the Wi-Fi for everybody. So it's like the amount of coffee shops I've been to where I'm like, that person's playing a laptop game. That person is just working. And I go, they're going to literally be there all day and they just bought a black coffee. So
Yeah.
soft seating, I wonder if you'd have higher turnover because people are like, well, if I'm sitting at a table, I'm doing something that I can sit at a table for hours. If you have soft seating, you go, oh, I'm going there, and your mindset changes. Well, I'm going to journal for a little bit. I might be on my phone for a bit. I might talk with friends, but you're not like, I'm setting up shop for the day.
Right.
And I
think it would go both ways. I think you'd have certain people stay there longer.
Oh, maybe.
Because they're like, oh, well, there's actually a nice spot to sit down.
Yeah. Coffee shop chairs.
Coffee shops, they're so uncomfortable.
So uncomfortable.
So uncomfortable.
No, I think that's a great idea. Like doing it reminds me of there's I love restaurants that go, one, I hate waiting for a table at a restaurant. It feels awkward. You're out in the cold. You feel like you shouldn't be there. There's only 3 chairs to wait for your table. But I love when they're like, we have a dessert lounge and it's soft seating.
Yep.
It's hey, there's a or they'll call it a cocktail lounge, but I feel like most restaurants nowadays will call it a dessert lounge. And they're like, oh, it's soft seating and we serve only dessert.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, shoot. Yeah, I'll go there. There's always something that you can just, I don't know. It's just nice. And it reminds me of that where you're there's a limited menu.
Yeah.
And it's for this. Because sometimes it's you don't want to go out to eat and take up a table. You're I really just want dessert.
Right.
And you kind of separate those people.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good idea. The other thing coffee shops need to start doing, the coffee shop I worked at, I just did dishes, I think, all the time because I didn't mind it. And we only served drinks in mugs. Unless you specifically said this is to go, all tea was brewed in a ceramic
That's how
tea.
It should be.
It was amazing. It was not a uppity coffee shop. It was they roast their own coffee, but it wasn't an Onyx Mad Cat, Proud Mary, Stumptown thing. It was we're a local coffee shop, and everything was in ceramic mugs or glasses. That was just assumed. So we just did a lot of dishes. The thing I always hate is when the dish tub
is out.
Out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'll show you. I'm getting props this time.
Wow.
I'm just
you are prop focused.
I am prop focused.
It's right there.
Here it is. Friggin'. We bought one of these because it's convenient to just put all your dishes in when we're done and take it downstairs. This
that's great.
is so convenient. This sitting here for this whole interview is so trashy and distracting. And it is also trashy and distracting in your coffee shop.
I agree.
It is not a Chipotle.
I agree.
Freaking have a small trash can, or even better yet, bring them up.
It's not hard to see when someone's done with their latte. So that's where I go back. Table service coffee shop.
Table service coffee.
It's not hard to go, oh, hey, that glass is empty. I could probably go take it from you, and you'd probably be really happy that I did that. It's a really easy way to make customer satisfaction skyrocket. It's a simple act of excellence and kindness.
Yeah.
It's oh, you're clearly done with that. Let me take that from you.
And this is I get it. The coffee shop I was at, you had 3 people.
I know.
You had someone cleaning, someone making coffee, someone taking orders.
Yeah.
I get it. When you're rushed, there's things. But the majority of times I go into a coffee shop, and when I worked, there was an hour at the beginning of the day when everyone's going to work, and maybe when we were getting done at the end of the day. Everything in there's always time. I'll go into coffee shops, people on your phone. You could doom scroll as a barista. You could easily just doom scroll for a little bit.
Yeah.
Shoot the breeze with the other barista. Or for literally 5 seconds of your time, you could make someone feel more loved and royal than they've ever felt the whole week. And that is literally going, are you done with that? Can I take that from you? Hey, would you like just a complimentary refill fact brew coffee?
Yeah.
Like literally it costs you 20 cents in black coffee. But if you literally just go, hey, do you want me to take, do you want a free refill?
Yeah. Do you need water?
Do you need water?
Do you need like, yeah, no, I think too, if you're already bringing drinks out to people, here's your drink, go over to this table. Oh, you're done. And
it's
it's a little more work.
It's a little more work.
I think it would be exponentially beneficial.
The trade-off would be people would just beneficial. Your coffee shop would always be thriving, and you could justify a little more when you have to hike the prices up. People wouldn't care. The other thing I hated was transporting those dishes.
Oh gosh.
One, it's bad for both. It's loud. I'm always afraid something's going to break. Yeah. And they're like, the thing I hated and took the most time was you don't get to the dishes quick enough. And you're having to this latte foam is impossible to get off.
It's a nightmare.
Stuff goes to the bottom. Everything's
Someone
nasty.
left some napkins in there.
Yep.
And you got to dish that out of a cup.
It's just, honestly, they add more work, personally. I would rather have honestly, 90% of people are going to come up if they know where to put it.
Yeah.
Will want to be courteous. Yes. And literally, you're just making coffee, have that gray thing literally under the counter and just go, you go like this. They're going to go up and they go, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And you just put it under there.
Yeah.
And now you're not having to go out and grab this huge thing.
Yep.
It makes everything quicker, but it looks so much cleaner.
Yep. I never thought about that, but yeah, you're right. It's always kind of messy.
It's always
it's piled up and gross and yeah.
Hot coffee hot takes. A little more effort.
Just a little more effort. Mm-hmm. They're like simple. There's so many simple things that I'm like, I don't think this would be. It's not going to really add a lot more work, but it is going to add way more customer experience benefit, things like that.
You know, the other thing, I think adding to that, this might be a hot coffee hot take. People might actually disagree with me. You don't need to know my drink order.
No.
But if you knew my first name, that would be really nice.
Yes.
I'm not saying you have to. I do not expect anyone to ever remember who I am. But I went to a coffee shop with my parents. I was like, oh, you know what? They have this coffee shop they go to. They invited me and my wife, and I was like, oh yeah, we'll go with it. Yeah, that sounds like a fun day. They literally go to the same two places, restaurant, coffee shop, every Friday. And everyone loves them. Partially because my dad used to be a server, so he tips really well and is very respectful. But literally we walk into the coffee shop and literally, the restaurant, someone stayed later on their shift because they were like, wait, my regulars are they knew. They were like, oh, they're here. I'll work. I'll stay longer. And they picked up the table. We go to the coffee shop and they literally were like, hey, you're not here at your normal time. We were wondering if you're going to be here. And they're like, oh no, we ended up staying a little later at the whatever restaurant. And they didn't know their order. And honestly, there's some people when I worked at a coffee shop, they were like, know my order. I think that's, I change what I want.
I change what I want all the time.
Yeah.
I don't order the same thing.
Yeah.
And I would be a little more, some people are that way. I'd be more like, oh, do you want a cortado? No, I don't want a cortado. I want a iced Americano.
Change
you didn't
the
ask
season. Yeah, change the season. But if you literally just go, oh, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
You will be surprised.
Yes.
Again, not expectation, but I'm just saying if you do it, you're going to be surprised at the results.
Yeah. No, I feel like customer service in coffee shops is not focused on, I feel like, a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not I feel like I never go in a coffee shop and be like, I had a good customer experience. I feel like it's that was fine. I got my order and it tasted good. But I don't feel like there's ever let me take care of you.
Yeah.
Let me be friendly to you. I feel like it's more and more common that I go to a coffee shop and they hardly say a word to me other than to take my order.
Yeah.
There's just, I feel like there's not a focus on customer satisfaction in coffee shops outside of making good drinks.
We both have worked in our coffee shop here, and I think at the max, like they'll serve like I think 300. They said they'll serve 300 customers in 3 hours. Like it is a hard rush for a short amount of time. Like what I think they said like the local Starbucks does in a day, they like our coffee shop does in like literally under like 4 hours. So it's insane for a short amount of time. We're still both trained. Smile.
Yeah. Literally, there's so much, like,
that's all you need.
I don't need you to, maybe the bar is just so low at like coffee shops, but I feel like there's so many times people like, they hardly acknowledge me. They they don't look happy to be there. They say, it's my pet peeve when I go to places and they don't, it's such a simple thing. Hey, what do you want today? If I just go up to the register and they just stare. Mm-hmm. And it's like, can you acknowledge that I exist? Yeah. Like, it's not hard. It's really not hard. You just need to say, hey, how are you? What can I get for you? And that would be fine. And maybe the bar is just really low. I don't know.
I guess so. The bar is that low. So just be nice.
Just be nice. Be friendly.
You don't need to remember everything they say.
No.
Just literally make people feel cool. Everyone doesn't feel cool, and they all probably have a rough week. Yeah. And they're just literally paying you for a decent coffee and a cool atmosphere.
Literally the thing, and this is what I would tell, like, this is, if I was in charge of people, like baristas, I would just say, find a simple thing to compliment them on. Oh, I like your earrings. Oh, it can be a simple thing.
Yeah.
You don't need to overcomplicate it. You just look at them and say, I'm just going to pick something. It doesn't have to be like, you don't have to genuinely be like, oh my gosh, I want those earrings. Where'd you get them? It can just be oh, you look happy today. Like, or, oh, I like your hat. You don't have to like the hat. Just pick something. You can literally just go, I'm just going to pick some simple thing. Yeah. And I say, oh, I like that. And it, like, don't make it awkward. Don't, like, go down the line and, I like your hat. It's like, don't make it awkward, but it's like, hey, oh, your glasses are cool.
Act excited to see them.
Act excited to see them.
You see
Do a simple compliment, and it's going to go, like, a long way. And it's really easy.
Yep.
And you just train baristas to do that.
Yeah. It works.
It works.
It just, again, you're setting an atmosphere. You're hosting.
Yep. Yeah.